Welcome back to the channel, you guys. We're going to go out and hunt a place I've never been to before, which is kind of a rarity nowadays. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to dig mostly high tones and mid tones. So I'm going to kind of be lazy and not dig some of the junk today. I'm going to scout the area and see what I can find and kind of get some ages on some of the stuff that's out there. So I'm going to be out there with my Fisher Gold Bug Pro and hopefully find some cool stuff. So let's get straight to it. Well, I've been out here about 20 minutes and got a lighter sitting on top of the ground, a fork, about 27 cents and change. But here's my first kind of interesting relic. Got myself a key, and it's kind of a neat one. Nothing terribly great, but it's probably a little car key or something like that. So, not sure what it says exactly, but we'll take it home and keep hunting. She was sitting at about 6 inches. I just got the top to what was probably an old compact or makeup container. So kind of a neat little find. Obviously, if things like this are being missed, then there might be some good stuff out here. Let's get back to it. Oh yeah, I've been here about 30 minutes and I think I found my first piece of silver. So let's take a look together. She was only about an inch down and rang up like an 80, but I'm thinking I got myself a little silver ring. My gloves are pretty wet and soggy, so I'm not able to manipulate it very much. So you have to give me a minute to clean this up. Oh yes, that is a piece of silver. I believe it's the infinity symbol, so that's kind of different. I don't think I've ever found anything quite like that before. It is marked inside the band, 925 down there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I am happy to find my silver after about 30 minutes of hunting. So let's go on to the next find. This was a quarter signal, and I just looked down and saw that sitting there. So you guys know what that's going to be. That's going to be a toy car. What is it going to be? Sure, it's going to be a Matchbox. Yeah, Hot Wheels. Pretty cool. A little Corvette or something like that. Not very good with cars, unfortunately. Ferrari. I found myself a Ferrari. Pretty cool. We'll throw that in the bag and get back to it. Here's key number 2, and you know what? It looks awfully familiar. Looks like almost the identical key to the one I just found. So it's in fact, it was about 20 feet away from that first one. So somehow they got separated, I bet, and the same person lost them. So, all right, kind of cool. She was sitting at about 4 inches down, but I just got my first wheat penny. I haven't even looked at the year yet, but I can see it on the back there. Let's take a look together. There's the reverse of the coin, 1 cent. What year is that going to be? 1948D. That's awesome. I love me some wheat pennies. All right, let's go on to the next find. Here's a sweet find. I just got this at about 5 inches down. I've got myself a really old wheatie. That's awesome. I got myself a 1919 wheat penny. I love the teens. It's probably my favorite era in U.S. history, but I'll take just about anything older too. So let's get back at it. That's awesome. I don't even know what to say about this find. Look at this. I just pulled this out of the ground. It's a brass cobra. What the heck? Why would this be out here? I have no clue whatsoever. I'll look at it a little bit closer in the wrap-up, but that is very, very unusual. Again, that's why I like this hobby, but it's about the last thing I would expect to pull out of the ground today is a brass or copper king cobra. Very different. All right, let's keep going. All right, you guys, it looks like I just popped out another kind of early looking small cent. You can see where it was stuck in the ground there. It was about 6 inches down. I'm not sure what I got. Is it an Indian cent or a wheat cent? It's going to be one of the two, I suspect. It's going to be a wheat penny. It's probably going to be a pretty early one. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to get a date, but I'm going to guess teens or 20s. We'll have to look at it closer in the wrap-up, but that's awesome. We're finding older coins. Let's find a piece of silver, or at least a silver coin. Oh, I think I see a date now. 21 maybe? 1921? That looks like it to me. That's awesome. That's a good year. This was an unexpected find, but I do find a lot of them. Just got myself a half of a harmonica reed. So that's not a bad little find. Very popular instrument, long time ago, back in the early 1900s. But I thought I would also show you some of the stuff that I found here just recently. I got myself another key there, house key sitting in the grass. Here's another key too, that's very similar to the other two that I found a little while ago. So lots of keys out here. And then I got myself a token I've never found before. Check this out. I got myself a Kmart token. I've never even realized that they had tokens. Like I said, this is my first one, so kind of neat. Kmart. We used to have one here in town, I believe, but it's since gone out of business, unfortunately. So let's get back at it. Some of you long-term metal detectorists will know exactly what this is. It's kind of a common find for me. That's part of the internals of a pocket watch. That's pretty cool. It was only about 2 inches down, and looks to be in pretty decent shape. Obviously, there'd be more to this inside of a pocket watch, but I will gladly take it. It's pretty neat. Let's get back to it. Well, can you spot the weird find? This was less than an inch down, and I was very surprised because it rang up like a zinc penny. But right here, I've got something weird. Take a look at this. I got myself a little tiny skeleton key. I could be reading it wrong, but I believe it says Arctic Popsicles. I have no idea what that would be for. I'll have to look that one up too. Very, very different. Boy, I thought I was digging about my 30th bottle cap today because it was a 79 signal, kind of 7980, but that might be another little silver ring. It was about 2 or 3 inches down. It's not the prettiest ring I've ever found, but I'll clean it up and we'll take a closer look. That is awesome. Well, I suppose I spoke too soon. I think this is actually a brass ring that's plated heavily. It didn't clean up quite right, and it doesn't really have any markings that I can see, so it's still a neat little find. It's better than some of the trash I've been digging all day, but not worth anything, unfortunately. So we'll throw it in the bag and keep hunting. Well, I've actually been finding a lot of wheat pennies today, which is awesome. Fortunately, I haven't found any silver, but just got myself another one, and it's a pretty old one. I believe it's a 1913. Could be wrong about that, but that's what it looks like to me. Pretty cool. I love finding older Wheaties. Some of them are actually pretty hard to find, so we'll put that in the bag and get back to it. Here's a really neat find. I got this at about 2 inches, so it wasn't very deep. I believe that's a clock key, so something to wind your clock. It's pretty early too. I found a lot of keys today, but this is certainly different from a lot of the car keys and house keys. So that is awesome. I haven't found one of those in a long time, I don't think. Just popped out another token, and it's something that I like because it's kind of a bygone era. Pin Pan Alley arcade. So it's probably from the age of arcades. No cash value. It's awesome. I can still remember kind of the end of the arcade era, but it was really the 70s and the 80s, I believe, that were kind of the biggest time for that. So just had myself a big quarter signal, and I popped out an older Hot Wheels. It's a 1977 something or other. Hong Kong Mattel. It's marked over here, 1977, so pretty neat. Hot bird. Pretty cool. We'll throw that in the bag and find the next item. All right, you guys, we're back at the house now. I've got everything cleaned up and laid out so we can review the board. So let's do a wrap up for the hunt. Well, there you go, folks. That is about 6.5 hours of trash removal. Just anything and everything. All sorts of junk was out there. I can certainly tell there were a lot of people drinking out there too. I just found so many aluminum beer bottle caps and things like that. So I spent a lot of time digging that kind of stuff up, but I found a few interesting things. I was going to show you guys this. I didn't get that on film. I don't know if that's a lid off of something or what. It's certainly different. Almost looks like a Stein top or something like that, or the bottom to a candlestick holder. I don't know. Certainly kind of cool though. There's a kind of a mason jar looking thing. Presto lid. Got a couple more bottle caps I was going to show you. This one's kind of neat. Old Quaker brand. I like finding some of these older alcohol bottle tops, and you just don't see brands like that so much anymore. This one's kind of neat too. Colgate's Vito cream deodorant. That's probably not around anymore. Certainly kind of cool. I showed you guys this king cobra coming out of the ground. I actually found the bottom to it a few feet away after I searched around for a little while. So I got the whole thing here. Guess it would sit up like that, but unfortunately it's broken. Got that lighter. A really neat old clock key. I don't think it's got any information on it, but it's certainly a neat old item. Found this kind of old piece of brass. Don't know what that's off of. An arm off of something. Stack of quarters. There's a piece off of some sort of electronics. It's aluminum. Little aluminum button. I did get this key. I really badly butchered what it said. I think it says Racing Champion. So I don't know what that's from. Certainly a different kind of little find. Got this little aluminum thing that says Digo. Don't know what that is. Not sure. I showed you guys half of this harmonica reed coming out of the ground. I actually got this other piece a few feet away, so it's good to hunt around. If you can tell, it's pretty much an exact match. So there's the whole thing. Got a lot of wheat pennies. What I got here? I got 8, I believe. 1956, that 1913D. That's a neat one. 1919, 1929. Not sure about that one. There's a 1921. Not sure about the next one. I think it's the 1940s or 50s and a 1948. So not a bad little combination of coins. I was hoping for a silver one, but couldn't get over it, unfortunately. Got myself some dog tags that topped to some sort of compact or something like that. This is a weird find. I think it's a zinc penny with a magnet glued to it. Don't know why that was out there. Got a lot of keys. Looks like I got 6 keys for this hunt. Got these 2 toy cars. I got a little stack of dimes. I'm sorry, that's zinc pennies. That's copper pennies, and there's my dimes. Got those 2 tokens, Kmart token and a Pin Pan Alley token. No cash value. And no cash value. Those are pretty neat from a bygone era. Little copper ring. The internals to a old pocket watch. That was an unexpected find. Here is that kind of junky ring, but I was hoping it was going to be silver, and unfortunately it was not. And then there's my silver for the day. Got myself a little infinity ring. Pretty cool. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We had a lot of fun digging up some stuff and finding a couple of interesting relics. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye now.